Okay, here's the Jeep. Thought I'd do a little video, show it better. Okay, it's a project Jeep. If this thing was roadworthy and you could go down the street and go out to the bar and have a good old time, certainly wouldn't go for $2,500. So I bought this as a project, just to tinker with it, to fix it up. I had planned on taking it all apart, a little bit of welding here and there on the floor of the unit and everything else, and I was going to put it in the bush. It wasn't going to be a beautiful street renovated street machine. The body is a little rough. It's got no major holes in it, but I'm sure it's got tons of Bondo, i.e. probably down here. And yeah, so whoever had it before decided to put this beautiful roll bar. It's a thing of beauty. And this front whatever you want to call that, yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Problem is, I wouldn't want my Jeep to look like that, so number one plan was to take those off and put a regular bar. Not too sure who did this, but I'm pretty sure it was probably some farmer or something, because if you look at the welding job, it's pretty crappy. See, even I can do a welding job better than that, and I don't even weld. So yeah, the plan was to cut all that out. The box not in too bad shape. I think it's been redone. It looks like somebody had welded a plate down there, but it's quite usable. The lock on the tailgate's missing. It was just held with electrical ties for now, but the rear end doesn't look too bad. If somebody was to make it roadworthy, they obviously would need another tail light on there. I'm thinking this is like Mega Bondo here probably. Now, I was debating whether to just buy a new tub. If I was going on with my project, to buy a new tub, because you could pick them up for about $3,000 in Canada. But the tires were going to go. I do have the thinner tires, and I like that better. Again, whoever gave it this look, good for them, but that's not what I want in the Jeep. Now, there's no seats in here. Somebody just threw a piece of plywood with an old ripped seat in there. So obviously the plan was to go to the nearest junkyard and look for a couple of little bucket seats, put them in. That was part of the plan. I knew that when I bought it. There's a slight crack in the windshield over there, but overall it looks pretty intact. So this unit was converted to 12 volt from 6. So it looks like I saw the battery, showing the battery was charging there on the alternator. I think the water temperature got changed too. Just a simple switch here. It still has the a foot pedal start down there, which I don't like. I was going to replace that with a button. So the old lights don't work because they were 6 volts, so you got a new switch out there. The bottom of the floor here, from here to there, is all plywood, 3/4 inch plywood that they put in. I noticed that after I bought it. That's why I was going to weld a new plate in there if I had to. So the windshield does move. It will come down. Problem is there's no supports on the hood to hold it. I really like driving with it down, so I was going to put some kind of a bracket like they have in the regular Jeeps. Let's have a look at the engine. So the lights work, fog lights work. And here we are. There we are. Brand new battery, about 3 days old. Costco special, but it works for this. It's an L134 engine. I just gave it a real good wash here, and as you can see, there's still water in the spark plugs. In fact, I think I'm going to blow that out. And yeah, that's the engine, L134. Go Devil, I hear. Rad doesn't seem to have a leak in it. Seems to work. I think the tranny, the whole power system, the whole system is, I'm thinking original. If it's not, then it's as old as an original. It was down here. I don't know if you can see this, but it was rebuilt in Willys of Canada way back. It said factory rebuild engine assembly, so I don't know what that means, but probably after the war, or if it went in the war. It's not an M38, but you never know. There's a new alternator the guy put in. It's pretty snazzy and shiny. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this thing. She's a project. underneath. Let's see if I can look under there. Yeah, it's pretty hard to see. Looks like there was a protective coating put on the frame at some point. I don't see any big holes in the frame or anything like that. Actually looks pretty sturdy, the frame. I don't know what else to say. So the 1952 CJ3-B, I think. So it runs. I will start it and let's see how it goes. Actually, after washing the engine, I hope it does start.